Welcome back to the channel, you guys. We are not in Southern California, and we were certainly not in Canada. You can tell right there by that view and the giveaway of the palm trees. We are in Southern Florida, you guys. Check out this amazing view right now. We're here for a very special reason. My carbon Senna, the Hypercar, has a livery being done by Protective Film Solutions, and it is going to get revealed. And also, we're going Hypercar shopping. That's right, number 2 with Prestige Imports. So let's hit the road. You guys know we're not going anywhere without me having a coffee. Take care. You guys, we are back. Protective Film Solutions, South Florida, inside this building is a newly wrapped Senna. Now, they're just putting the finishing touches on it. Crazy. It's the first time I'm getting to see the car. They just finished it. Ryan's gonna back it out. We're gonna bring it in to the center bay so I can do the reveal for you guys. You're not gonna believe this. It's better than I ever expected. I think George, though, is ready to see this car go, and I'm gonna explain why. This is the hardest install of a wrap livery that they have ever done. 4 layers of vinyl and expel in some areas, and a coating of ceramic coat will go over top of the car afterwards. Wow, it looks stunning. Holy, dude, you killed it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, son, you're welcome.
So you were saying before I got here, you said this is the hardest install you've ever done.
Yes, that's true. It's the hardest car I've ever done, but it's worth it. I like how it looks outside. Just look at it, it's amazing.
It looks nuts. So why is it the hardest install you've ever done?
We have a few layers. We have PPF, we have Inozatec, and then we have...
You can't name the other part because they don't know what it is yet.
Okay.
You'll see in a second. And then there's that part,
yes,
which makes it really hard because it's delicate to work with.
Yes.
And then you have to do some expel over top of those parts that we can't name yet, and then ceramic coat over all that.
Yes.
All right, guys, we're gonna do the reveal in just a moment. We're gonna set the car all up, get the front lift down, and then you guys be prepared. This is probably one of my favorite liveries I've ever done. A huge thank you to Ryan, everybody here at PFS. When I say everybody, it really fell on George's shoulders, didn't it?
George and Alex.
George and Alex. This is crazy. Biggest project you've ever done.
Yeah, this was, let's not do it again.
I can't promise that. Maybe we gotta do it in another car. You guys ready for this?
Get ready, guys. This is ridiculous.
1, 2. I'm huge on going to Vegas, but I can't always get there, so sometimes I need to bring Vegas to me. I want to thank Pop Slots for sponsoring today's video. And the best part is, listen up.
You can earn my VIP loyalty points in-game and can redeem them for real-life rewards in all MGM resorts and other partners worldwide.
So you guys buckle up, get ready to have some fun, and let's start spinning. Download Pop Slots using the link in the description or scan the QR code right here on the screen and get 10 million free chips if you're a new player. Available in the iOS App Store and Google Play. It's that easy. We're gonna go into the MGM Grand. This is really cool. We're inside an MGM property. When I play this game, I can accumulate real rewards that can be redeemed in real life. I just unlocked a new casino, which is sweet. I can actually go and start playing now inside the Mirage. The casinos are locked, so you have to earn your way to have the ability to go in there and actually play some slots. But look, you can spin and you can start earning your rewards, you guys. As the ultimate Las Vegas experience, Pop Slots features dozens of free-to-play slots games and offers the most unique bonus games and live slots tournaments in actual MGM casino. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, big win, baby. Pop Slots is the official MGM casino game, live slot and bingo tournaments against other players from around the world. We got 17 million in the bank. I've been playing this for the last 30 minutes. It's a lot of fun. And its top games include Lucky Sevens, Casino Heist, Luck of the Devil, and the Money Comb. Go to the link in description, download the game, play, earn your own rewards, and then redeem them at MGM properties. 1, 2, 3. How insane is this? We got a little bit of Dave's chrome. I was inspired by the gold Squadra Corsa, and now we have the ultimate McLaren livery I have been chasing forever, but couldn't do it because I didn't have a Senna until today. So how insane is this, you guys? We have, let's start with, the entire car has been protected, every square inch of carbon with Expel. So I need to thank Expel because Expel sponsored this build, and in partnership with PFS, we've been able to protect this car first and foremost. All those beautiful panels, all 67 that were hand polished over 1,000 hours from McLaren. And to do this, it actually has how many pieces?
152.
152 pieces to cover this car in Expel. Then we have the Inozatec Super Gloss DDE 720 GTR Pink. And then we have some chrome for the design. And I basically chased the Senna GTR design, but we just swap out all the sponsors. So instead of it saying obviously Richard Mille, the watch, we have the Daily Driven Exotics. Instead of GTR, we put the big DDE on the front splitter. We have Expel and PFS here. We then have a little hint of Because race car with my number 11. We put Daily Driven Exotics across the windshield. And then you have this really cool chrome design that breaks up and looks like it's flicking the chrome down the entire side of the car and then goes back into this cool honeycomb pattern. Daily Driven Exotics in chrome. Shout out to the boys at August, where I get all my cars from back in British Columbia. Nozatec AL13. Now remember, these wheels are stunning, but they're factory, and I want to keep them in perfect condition. So I'm going to take them off the car, and I have a finishing touch that is going to bring this entire livery together and truly make it a very unique version of my favorite all-time Senna, which happens to be, as you guys know, I love anything Le Mans race car inspired. So a little subtle hint is I've been chasing AL13 to make me my very own set of LM wheels that are off the original McLaren F1 GTR LM car. So we have those in the works. Stay tuned. You will be shocked because they're not going to be black. They need to pop. They need to go with the whole livery. So we have that in the works. So a new wheel design will be coming to tie this all in. And then we're not even done there. So you come to the back. We left so much of the carbon exposed because it's beautiful and it just looks so great when it breaks it up a little bit. We went ahead and did the diffuser fins in the pink to give that little bit of color to draw it into the back of the car. And you guys know, my friends at Unobtainium, Chris is custom making me my own straight pipe exhaust for the Senna. So we're gonna have a full Unobtainium titanium exhaust, catless downpipes, billet turbo inlets, and then the crew here in Southern Florida over at M Engineering will be putting on a Tune DDE style. So this car is gonna make about another 150 horsepower, plus it's gonna shoot flames. Ryan, we might need to put some extra ceramic coating on the bottom of this wing because I have a funny feeling it's gonna get a little toasty. So I hope you guys love the livery as much as I do. Take it all in. We're gonna hit this with a very special montage so you guys can see every little detail on this car. I absolutely love it. I think to date, this is my all-time favorite livery I've ever replicated.
This right here, this so fire. Ain't no lie. This so fire. This right here, this so fire. Ain't no lie. Okay, yeah, this so fire. Ain't got time for the smoke, set it on fire. Young king on the rise, do it for the family ties. You can see the hunger in my eyes, you can see the passion.
Do a photo shoot from up top looking down. We can show these guys right now what it looks like on video. Check this out. Look at this. Just looking down on this car from up top is madness. Come on. That's so cool. But right now, I need to run down to Prestige Imports because we're gonna take this hypercar and we're gonna go hypercar shopping for number 2. Let's see what Brett has in store for us. He's opened the doors, giving me the keys to anything on the showroom. Nothing's off limits. So you guys get excited, and we're taking the Senna. 47 minutes, traffic's getting bad, and we have the perfect car to spend some time in during traffic. And in the meantime, we do need to do an official cold start. So let's fire this bad boy up. I'll be back in a bit.
Buy me something nice.
I will buy you something very nice after doing all of this for me. It's warning us, guys. Race mode selected. Race mode is suitable for track only. Or the streets of Miami. Let's go. We're going to Miami, baby. Keep left. Now, I have a McLaren doing McLaren things. If you notice right here, that is right. We have yet another engine light on. Can't win, can I? And Ryan knows that these cars are finicky and makes sure to always keep these on a battery tender. So I don't know what it is, but we'll get a scanner and we'll check it out. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we make it to Prestige Imports without any incidents. We have hit a wall of traffic. I'm not the only one in traffic. We got a GT2 RS over there in the far left lane. Look at this beauty. Hell yeah, man. Oh my gosh, what an adventure getting here. But thankfully we made it, and in one piece. That wasn't a far distance, but that was extremely stressful getting to Prestige Imports. But we're here. Now, let's get into something even crazier, if that's even possible. I have something in mind though. What an adventure it was to get here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually gonna give it to Southern California for having more consistent drivers. Something about South Florida is the melting pot of all types of driving styles, and so many people here, which I'm not used to, do not signal before they turn and cut you off, quite literally. My heart was pounding out of my chest just to get here. Thankfully, we're here in one piece, but we still gotta make that trek back the other direction afterwards with probably twice as bad traffic. But let's not worry about that right now. Let's get out and have another look at the newly wrapped Senna. This thing gets a lot of attention. The entire time we were on the freeway driving here, I probably had a couple hundred photos and videos taking of this car. So I apologize if you're watching this video and it's already been leaked somewhere. I didn't have another ride down here and I really wanted to drive it because check that thing out. Okay guys, this is going to be an extremely special event. We've been given 5 keys to hypercars of my choice. Now in the dealership, we have a ton of different choices, but specifically I want to choose 5 different brand models. We're going to go through all of these models and we're going to go through the least expensive, as funny as that sounds, still in the $1.5 million range, and we're going to work our way all the way up to the golden $10 million Bugatti Divo. So right now we're going to start with one of my all-time favorites, a car I'm very seriously about buying. I've looked at this car several times. I've had the opportunity to drive with Shmi 150 in his Ford GT when he drove it all the way across North America just to have me finish off the tires at the burn yard. If you don't remember that video, I'll put a link in description. So let's start with the Ford GT, then we're gonna work our way through to the one of my also favorites. If I wanna keep going with the McLaren line, the McLaren P1, and then move on to the Pagani Huayra Coupe. And the best part about the Coupe is that the doors do go up. It's got the gull-wing doors. This is probably one of the sexiest keys on planet Earth. Like, it's beautiful. It separates here to start the car. We'll get through all that when we get over to it. But last but not least, probably the most insignificant key. Like, look at this key. It doesn't look like much, by the way. I think this is the valet key. This is for the Bugatti Divo. We're talking super exclusive, $10 million. Ford GT to start. This has the exposed carbon stripes running through the center of the car. What an absolutely beautiful spec. This is one of my all-time favorites because, well, it's so much car for the money. I don't know another car that you can get that has the looks, the racing heritage. Remember, this car has won Le Mans. Not this exact car, but obviously Ford's racing variant with the EcoBoost twin turbo V6, the active aero in the back, and it's probably one of the better sounding V6s with the Akrapovic titanium exhaust. I don't know if I ever say that properly, but Akrapovic exhaust, full titanium. The dynamics of this car are just absolutely insane. Everything about this car is functional. Function first. It was all on racing heritage and bred to obviously give you that experience. One of my favorite things about this car is it also has the doors that go up, just like that. All carbon. These door panels, by the way, this is one piece, all this carbon. The seats, very much like a LaFerrari on the inside. This is fixed to the tub. The seats don't actually move. What you can move is you can actually move the pedals forward and back to adjust to your, height or size. So let's get inside this car. It's always about going booty feet first and I smoked my head. Yet still a much better, easier option than the previous generation Ford GT that has the cutout in the ceiling. That is something I've been told by everybody, including our good friend James, the Stradman. You always end up hitting your head on when you get in and out of the car and close the door. And it hurts a lot because it usually happens when you're closing the door. So we can go ahead, we can start this car, center console, start button, and we're gonna go ahead and give that a push. Foot on brake. Oh, baby. Lets you know you're in something special right away. You got the GT badging on the dash. Listen to that cold start. Look at that. Very, very race car. I got Daniel in there. Daniel's gonna help us out because one of my favorite features of the Ford GT, and I'm totally sold on this, is race mode and how quick it goes up and down versus like a P1 or my Senna that takes forever. So, Daniel's gonna demonstrate this. It goes all the way down, slams to the ground, and then it jumps up like that in the split second. How amazing is that? And look how slammed it gets. So cool. Ford, you need to teach all the other hypercar manufacturers a thing or two about your suspension tricks. Thanks for doing that, Daniel.
Of course.
Dude, it is so quick. It's amazing how fast it goes up and down.
I've never seen any car do that before.
So this suspension, from what I understand, it's got some sort of like magnetic effect to it, which is like magnets that actually make it do that.
Yes.
To be able to get a full carbon fiber wheel with this car, look at this. It's rolling art in so many ways. Ford GT, you guys comment below. Let me know what you think. We're gonna continue on to the next car. And I think the next car really needs to be one of my all-time favorites, the McLaren P1. And why I love the P1 is because to go full DDE on this car, you can send one of these over across the pond back to the UK to a company, I think I'm pronouncing this right, Lanzante. And what they will do is they will convert your P1 into what's known as an HDK kit. The HDK kit resembles the P1 GTR with a chassis mounted wing, much more aggressive aero, front bumper replacement, wheels. You can go as crazy as doing the full interior, and I believe it ranges anywhere from $500,000 all the way up to $1 million to basically completely customize your car. Now, I would have to do that if I got this car. So we're gonna be looking at $2 million for the car, roughly for a P1, or all the way up to $3 million as our base, and then we'd be looking at another $500,000 to $1 million to get it turned into the HDK kit. Now, of course, doors go up on this car, but the doors are quite heavy on a P1. Get them all the way up past a certain point, and when you close them, you want to get the door within a couple of inches of where it's going to close, the gap, and then just let it go and it'll gently close for you. Oh yes, baby, oh baby, oh baby. Now, one thing about the P1 that I do prefer with a Senna, hands down, are the seats. The P1 seats weren't really the comfiest seats, and you have to get them very specific to the size of your body. Foot on brake, start stop button. Baby, glass in the roof, carbon everywhere. The thing I love about this spec, this has been spec'd to bring the color paint code on the outside of the car, inside the car, because all the vents in here are painted the exact same color. Color changing vents. Listen to that. What? Oh, this is getting me excited. P1 is definitely really high at the top of that list. Thanks again to Daniel, and we got these doors are like super heavy. So one of the tricks I wanted to show everybody is if you actually just hold it right around here, that's how you close it. Too many people get in these cars and try to pull them down, it'll slam the door. We don't want to do that. The paint is out of this world. Color shifting paint. See if you guys can name all the different colors this thing turns as we walk around it in the comments. I'm seeing like goldish bronze tones, pink, purple, teal, blue. That's nuts. All right, we all know a P1 with the HDK kit, hands down, would be Ultra DDE. Thank you, sir. Hands down, the most beautiful car key on planet Earth, I would say. Even though Koenigsegg make a really cool key, this one's actually in the shape of the car that you're actually getting into. So does anything beat that? I don't know, comment below. Art on wheels with all the active aero on the front and on the rear, the doors that go up, the gullwing style doors, the insane mirrors, which by the way, between here when I squeeze, I have to be extremely careful because nobody wants to rip a Pagani mirror off. They're about about $30,000 for the pair. Yeah, I don't want that coming out of mine or Dave's salary today. We're gonna slide into probably one of the most beautiful interiors anybody's ever made. Carbon fiber mixed with billet aluminum, all sorts of cool LED lights that actually change color in here. And again, the key and everything to start this car up, you separate it and it goes in right in the center here. Now, in order to start this car, it does take a minute for all the electronics to warm up. So you're gonna turn it on like this and just let it do its thing, because it's got to turn everything on. There we go, one more turn. So all the lights turn on, you can see how they change colors there a little bit, and then we're good to go. Put on the brake. They also got switches just like the Senna on the roof. Bro, fire, right? The sound of this car, nothing rivals it. You can actually open up, not just the doors in a crazy way, but you can open up the entire back. It's in one-piece clamshell, as well as the front. You know, if you want to go to a car show, or let's just say you want to flex on literally everybody at the gas pumps, we're about to show you what you can do. Yeah. Wow. There's that V12 AMG twin turbo motor. Everything in here is just prestigious titanium exhaust. Wow. Wowie, wowie. You can also open these up, take your luggage with you. I'd have to buy the luggage. Of course that's extra. The whole front, mirrors included, go forward. Beautiful. Now you can really dive in and understand why Paganis are worth what they're worth. What do you want? All the carbon fiber, sir? Yes, I'll take all the carbon fiber along with all the billet anodized gold looking parts. It's crazy to me. Every time I look in one of these, the engineering and the finish quality, nuts. And here I am just trying to get a one-off carbon fiber body kit made. So simple, so easy. Pagani could do it. Well, this car speaks for itself. Art on wheels. Would definitely be a great car to add to the DD collection. Little subtle things you can do to this car to obviously actually tune it if you're crazy enough to do that, because I know our boy Houston did. You can even change the exhaust so it's louder. Has pops and bangs, all sorts of things. We could always do something to the wheels. This one I like because it's got a nice clean black interior, which means it'll go with just about any crazy Daily Driven Exotics livery, should we decide that this needs to be the next addition to the collection. But moving on, we still have a couple other cars to look at. Next up with the Hennessy F5, which I've never even seen this car in person before. Check this thing out. That's it. What looks like the remote control to your garage door opener at home. And the only way to actually open this car is a little trick like this. You slide it back and it reveals two buttons to unlock or lock the car. That's it. And that's a fob. Daniel's gonna turn it on for us. So let's get an original cold start right here in the showroom, Prestige Imports, just for you guys. 1800 horsepower, twin turbo. Is that LS motor in this thing?
Yes, it is.
It's wild. Full cold start right here, just for you guys. Venom F5. I'm scared. I'm actually nervous. It's definitely the loudest car in here. What a monster. Dude, are you kidding me? That is the loudest car that I've ever heard straight from a manufacturer.
It's insane.
It's also the smelliest car I've ever been around, because race car right there. 1800 horsepower, twin turbo, but has a ton of features from other hypercars that you could probably pick up on. For example, look at the steering wheel. Are we talking Tesla Plaid here, or we'll go with P1 GTR? This is a really unique opportunity. Stupid limited. I think less, like 25 or something. I'm almost sure, or less than that. Of course, you got the crazy steering wheel, then you've got the screen directly in front of it. All the switches on here. Carbon bucket seat, very, very minimalistic. Very, very, not a lot of padding, I'm not gonna lie. All carbon fiber in here. Look at the hinge for the door. That is impressive. The engineering and the execution putting this together is so much more refined than the original Venom that they made. That was built off of a Lotus chassis, where this is completely built from the ground up. Really impressive. By the way, look at this. Ignition. That's what you push to start, right? That's super sick. Okay, let's give it a try. They're gonna have to open the doors in here. Everyone's gonna die from the exhaust. 3, 2, 1, we're all in this together. You can feel that through the chassis, through the seat, into your soul, which is really exciting. 1,800 horsepower right here on my foot. Oh my gosh. You feel exactly how dangerous this thing is without even moving. This would be a thrill of a car to drive. John, I'm gonna give you a call because I think somehow I need to come to the factory and check this thing out a little bit more on a private runway type of thing, you know? I have to show you guys the horn sound it makes when you lock it. You could have got a little bit more manly of a horn, John. Last but not least, as you guys know, I have a soft spot for Bugatti because my late Uncle Mandy truly wanted to buy a Bugatti as his dream car, but he unfortunately passed away. This might be on the complete most extreme end of Bugattis, but we're gonna check it out anyhow because why not? It's here. And Brett said, hey, you can have the keys to anything. So I said, can I have the keys to the Devo? And there she is. Shall we start this bad boy up? W16 quad turbo. You do the honors and then I'll jump in afterwards. All of the blue interior in here is also what inspired me to make my interior blue on my Murcielago. The taillights are out of this world. And we're gonna get a full proper cold start. That's louder than I remembered. Like, that's pretty loud. Feel the power of that engine in your chest when you're standing here. It popped. I swear you're gonna blow the window out of this showroom if you rev that thing one more time. It's so deep, it's like someone like punching you in the chest. Unreal. Now I'm gonna jump in here and take you guys into the cockpit, give you that Devo experience. Check it out in all its glory. The stitching, everything in the door panel. When it comes to Bugatti fit and finish, probably at the pinnacle. So simple, so clean, not too many buttons, they don't overdo it. The fit and finish is the best in the business. We're talking like Rolls-Royce Bentley level interiors, but in a hypercar. With the push of a button right here on the steering wheel, we can start that W16 quad turbo, just like that. This car is all the money. That concludes our 5 hypercars here at Prestige Imports. Thank you again to Brett David. Thank you to Daniel for taking the time to show us all the cars. Comment. Let me know where your heart lies. The Devo. The carbon fiber exposed body is all the details here. Little flicker of the French blue paint on the louvers. Super unique headlight design. Daytime running light illuminates this exterior piece. Then you have your actual headlight, which is this tiny sliver. A more aggressive front splitter. The blue stripe down the center. Beautiful car. Absolutely beautiful. Probably one of the most unique cars here in the showroom at Prestige Imports. If you were to come here and look at anything, come here and check out the furry Porsche GT3, which apparently actually gets daily driven. Later, bro.
Later, bro. Good to see you.
Now we need to go in this madness of traffic in this. This thing glows at night. How crazy is that? It actually glows. Look at this compared to everything else out here. I can't wait for everybody to see this in person. Oh, be cool, 5-0, 5-0.
Continue on Northeast 126th Street.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys, South Florida just might be the most stressful place to drive a supercar or hypercar. No one signals when they turn lanes. They do things last minute. Scares the living hell out of me. But we got one corner left right here and we made it back. I honestly didn't think I'd ever be so happy to see Protective Film Solutions. Oh my goodness. I never want to do that again. It's one thing to drive in traffic. People here, dude, are so unpredictable. And they do the weirdest stuff, like the most dangerous cutting off of lanes. Like no one gives a here. I still have an engine light on. I don't know if this thing's gonna blow up or if it's just doing McLaren shit. I'm just glad I made it all the way there and back. If you break down in that freeway,
oh, dude,
I don't know what you do.
You're stuck. You're stuck there.
Well, you know what people do here that I've never seen anybody do it in Southern California? So many people don't give a and they drive on the shoulder.
Oh, they do it all the time. They'll fly by you.
They just fly by on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
It is crazy down here. It's like everybody for themselves.
Can you imagine riding a motorcycle here?
I saw some dude riding a motorcycle and he had no helmet on.
No, there's no helmet law here.
Like,
That's like the worst thing you can do down here is have a motorcycle on.
Why would you not wear a helmet?
Because it's badass.
Yeah, you look cool when your brains are splattered all over the highway because you got hit by someone driving a car on the shoulder. Well, we can take it all in a little bit more here. I am leaving the car with Ryan till the new year, and then it's going to Brett's showroom. Holy crap, look at that shot. You got that from standing upstairs?
It's right here.
That is money, I need that. Pass that one along. All right, this is where we say goodbye to the Senna for now. See you in the new year, Senna. That's it. I'm off with Ryan to do dinner. I'm starving. Nice glass of wine, probably a bottle. It's been one of those days. It's been one of those South Florida traffic days. I know I keep going on about it, but if you haven't been here, you gotta come here and just experience the show. All right, love you guys. See you in the next video. Peace.